What is going on with y'all, man? I am Lee, and we are unscripted, uncut, unfiltered, and more importantly, we are unbiased. This is the Totally Unbiased Podcast. Welcome back, man. This is episode 3. Thank y'all for checking out the first 2 episodes if y'all checked them out. If not, check them out. I'd like to say they are nice episodes, nice pieces of work. I really feel like myself doing this, so we're not going to waste too much time talking about the same thing we was talking about before. Let's talk about something that a lot of us need to be focusing on here. And not only just these years, but the years going forward, and we really need to pay attention to this. Now, this is going to serve as a scolding to the men and as a lesson to the ladies. Now, ladies, I know when you watch my channel, it kind of seems like I'm going hard on y'all, but I just want y'all to know that I really, really care about the development and the future, and it all hinges on women. Women, truthfully, are the shaping of the future. Women are what decides how these kids grow up. Like it or not, mothers are some of the most important figures in this world. It doesn't matter what job there is out here. Mothers have a hard task of shaping a child from good kid to good adult. Okay, you have these great examples, like me. You know, I mean to toot my own horn, but I'm a good kid. You know, I was a good kid, good adult. You know, I treat the ladies good. But we have to really, to get serious, we're here to talk about insecurity. Insecure men, to be specific, okay? Now, when you hear me say, oh, we're going to talk about insecure men, don't get up and skip ahead or anything like that. You know, if you're going to do something like that, you might as well click off the video, because this is not meant to make anybody feel bad. This is not meant to make anybody feel less of themselves, make anybody feel like they're not, doing what they're supposed to do. I simply want to talk about insecurity right now when it comes to relationships. Now, what is insecurity? Let's create a little saga. You're sleeping with the girl sleeps with her boyfriend. She wakes up, and then she says, oh, I'm going to go somewhere. And the stuff she's wearing makes this guy feel a little uncomfortable. Now, it depends on what she's wearing, right? Ladies, I want y'all to know something real quick. As a matter of fact, not ladies, guys. Because this is important. And y'all need to take this message going forward and stamp it. Do not get with a fine woman if you don't understand that you are not the only man on this planet. Repeat after me. You are not the only man on this planet. There are tons of men out here. A bunch of men that look better than you. A bunch of men that don't look better than you. And you want to make yourself feel like that you're the only man in the world, but that just simply isn't the case. See, love, when you're in real love, it almost seems like you two are the only genders that can entertain the other. It's just you and her. It's just you and him. But when insecurity kicks in, you all of a sudden start looking at everybody as silent competition. You don't say anything out loud, up front or anything like that. Insecurity turns some men into narcissists. And narcissism is one of the most just unavoidable red flags, in my personal opinion. I absolutely cannot stand narcissism. Somebody that's so up their own ass that they could tell you exactly what they ate 2 months ago. It is absolutely ridiculous, man. And I'm here to tell all the guys right quick. If your girl has a nice ass, we looking. Okay? We're looking at it. Doesn't matter if we're also in relationships. Everybody looks. Everybody looks. The ladies are looking at the guys. one thing that I hate, people act like when they enter relationships, they act like they can no longer be attracted to other people when they enter relationships. That is absolutely false. You think when I enter, any relationship, I just stopped, my dick stopped getting hard whenever I was looking at Rihanna or, what I'm saying, all the women that I thought was attractive. It's like, oh, all of a sudden porn just doesn't look good to me anymore. I just, I can't watch this anymore. Adriana Maya's ass just doesn't look big, and that scene she did just is not attractive to me anymore. Mia Khalifa's titties aren't big, and I just don't bust nuts like I used to. I just can't. Like a Bella Danger just doesn't do it for me anymore. Just. Zoe Sims or whatever her name is, she's just not that pretty. She doesn't even suck dick that good. Like, I'm in a relationship now. Like, no woman's pretty. They're all ugly bitches and whores. Until you get single, and then all of a sudden that boner is about as evident as racism in fucking Alabama. But I tell you, man, it is crazy that is even a stigma. That people seem to believe that once you enter a relationship, you're just supposed to, forget that there's other attractive people out there. You're just supposed to act like you're not attracted. If I asked, the girl I'm with, hey, like how you, that guy looks nice over there. What do you think? First things first, that's a setup. Because an insecure guy is doing that just to find out that you think other people are attractive. So don't answer them questions if you think you got one of them guys on your hands. But she just says, oh yeah, he's handsome. Oh, he looks nice and blah blah blah. That's not bad, Like that's not, you ain't got nothing to fear because maybe the guy does look good. An insecure guy, instead of hearing, oh, he looks nice, what he heard was, oh yeah, I'll suck his dick. Like, I'll literally do it right in front of your face. Like, I will literally suck his tip. Like, I will literally put my whole tongue in the tip of his dick until it touches like whatever is back there. You know what I'm saying? Until I can touch his balls through his dick hole. Like, no, that's not. No, and that's extreme, by the way. Holy cow! But God damn, I hope there's no scenes out there like that. Don't look that up either. All right, that's crazy. It's some wild stuff out there, but god damn, if we lizard dick in the tip, that's love at a level I don't even want to understand. But that is an extreme jumping to conclusion. These type of guys, they look for clues where there aren't any, And to you guys, I'll say this. If you don't trust her, you have to leave her. Because you're only doing damage to yourself. You're only doing damage to yourself. This woman, if you feel like you can't trust her, you don't know. I understand trust issues. But guys, and even women, we have to work these things out before we get into relationships. If it takes you having to be alone for 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, 11 months, a year, if it takes being alone for years even, then that is exactly what's going to take, because that next relationship is going to mean so much more because you gave yourself that peace of mind to where you told yourself, I'm worth it. I'm worth it, and the next person is not the last person. Because this is about the truest thing ever. The saddest thing I see on the internet is generalizing. There's a whole bunch of women saying, all y'all dudes is just blah, blah, blah. You guys are all the same. You just want pussy and blah, blah, blah and all that stuff. Guys, man, these girls live life on easy mode, man. Fucking OnlyFans and sucking dick and only want money. And I'm here to tell you right now, they're not all the same. They're not. They're not. I always hit people with this example. You think all women are the same? Damn, you must hate your mom. And then they don't know what the fuck to say. It's like, yeah, so you admit your mom's a whore real quick, okay? Because your mom's a woman, unless you're just excluding her from the other women because girls are icky. My mom's the best. Like, no, we're not kids anymore, okay? It's annoying. It's absolutely annoying. I understand, okay? Again, I get it. Trust issues are very real. They're very real. Hell, I have had trust issues before, severe trust issues, to the point where I literally got into a relationship and was questioning the shit out of it on day one. Like, the girl was she looked so good, and she was so nice to me, and literally my head the entire time is, wow, her body's amazing, she treats me nice, all this stuff, and I'm just sitting there going, and she was going to college at the time, which I can't lie to you. Again, when ladies, I've probably said this before, but the three most feared places for y'all when it comes to relationships, the most feared places for us guys to send y'all off to alone is college, the club, and with your girls. I used to have another thing at 3, but with the ratchet single best friend, oh yeah, it's hell on earth, because they encourage you to be fucking just the worst, the absolute worst. Okay, it's hell. Okay, it's something that I always dread. Any girl I have met, if they told me about a best friend and she was loud and she see me, he was like, oh, he cute, blah blah. It doesn't matter what she says. I know behind my back she's like, so how does he treat you and all this shit? Because they always make stuff up. Even if you say, oh, he bought me a brand new car and a house and he gave me so much money, that friend's gonna be like, but how much money though, girl? And what type of car? And really, what house in what neighborhood? He got me a house in Southfield. He got me a Charger, and he gave me $2,000. Girl, he could have gave you $5,000. Your house could have been in Farmington Hills. And let me tell you something, girl, a Charger, a Scat Pack. Everyone want a Hellcat, girl. Like, what you doing? It's like, you ain't never doing nothing good enough. And even when you are doing something good enough, is this underlying jealousy that they don't want to say anything out loud. They just want to they try to test your morals and take you out to the club and see if you twerk and act crazy. You know what I'm saying? And test your faith and go like, girl, you don't even want to be with that man. Look at you right now. You out here shaking your ass. Like, come on. Like, like they don't absolutely say that, but they try to get in your head where it's like, nah, like the relationship life isn't for you. Come on back to the single side with me, until I get into a relationship, and I'm going to abandon you. Because when you get into a relationship, man or woman, you abandon everyone you fucking know. Everyone abandons them. Everybody. I tell you what, every time me and my cousin got into individual relationships, we didn't talk to each other for the longest. I remember me and my cousin almost fell out because I was with this girl. I was with her every weekend, and that weekend was just enough, because we couldn't do anything during the week because we both worked. So that weekend was never open for me, and eventually that just turned into a, damn, man, you ain't never got time for me. You ain't never got time for me. Oh, damn, my family's tripping on me now. Like, oh, shit, you spending all your money on this girl, when truth be told, I was probably the brokest I've ever been in my life. That was a horrible period for me. But context matters. But back to what I was originally saying. This insecurity, you create this, it involves overthinking. It involves lashing out at the littlest things. It involves you having these, sitting there thinking when you're all by yourself and wondering if she's the right one, and wondering if you made a mistake, and wondering if long term is even for you. Because, if you go through this, long term actually isn't for you. It can't be for you. As long as you don't trust her, you cannot have a long term with her. Sadly, you have to be by yourself. It's just how it is. It's the be all end all. You have to sit there, really be by yourself, and really love your own company. Because if you can't love your own company, if you can't trust yourself, and understand how men work, then it's just not going to work for you. Now, ladies, a lesson that I wanted to teach you that I mentioned earlier at the start of the podcast. This is the lesson I want to teach you. Sometimes the men aren't wrong. When you say, oh, I have these friends, and then you explain the dynamic, Some guys know what is best for you. When they say, oh, he seems kind of sketchy, oh, he seems like this. Oh, me and him, like, we talk here and there, like, we talked the entire time when I was single, but, like, he kind of fell back when I, like a few weeks ago, and so happens to be a few weeks ago is when y'all got together. That's a guy that's swimming around. Ladies, I want to tell you this. You got to ditch those friends that are just sticking around. If you want to transform, and I'll tell you, the girls that do this, they age from like age 18 to 25. 25 is really where a lot of people just kind of wake up, shake their heads, and go, man, this shit is getting old. Like, I'm getting too old for this. So they partied out. They probably got 1,000 damn bodies that they either regret or don't regret, and then they realize, I'm about to hit 30. I'm not trying to be partying and doing this wild shit when I'm damn near middle aged, because it looks crazy. It does. It really does look crazy. You're gonna wind up looking like Blueface's mom, trying to live a teenage dream, a young adult's dream at this ripe old age of like 56 or whatever the fuck she is. Which, by the way, that's an embarrassing fucking woman right there. Starting OnlyFans on your son's birthday. Like, literally, your whole career just hinges off of what Blueface does, says, all this stuff. This woman wants to be famous by any means necessary. And to whoever who's going to buy that OnlyFans, I'll tell you this much. You might as well go ahead, get your dog, shave the hair off your dog's ass, and go ahead and get hard looking at that, because it's about the same damn thing. It's it ain't shit. She accidentally put out a nude. She was in the bathroom and her ass was out, and you know what I'm saying. And I'll say this about everyone's asses real quick. All right, I don't give a damn how flat you think it is. It's something to hang on to back there. It don't matter. Go, you a girl, go ahead and grab onto it now. You grabbing on to something, ain't you? You got a little something to shake, don't you? If it don't shake, well, you got a little clump of it in your hand, don't you? You got something to hang on to. So with that being said, boys, don't do that shit unless you swing that way. And then go on ahead, you also can join in with the ladies. But you straight boys out there. Do it if you want to, if no one's looking. But I ain't doing that shit. I ain't doing it. You live your life, hey, whatever. Something to hang on to. So with that being said, you ain't really working with nothing, Miss Face, Miss Blueface, whatever your last name is. You're fucking pathetic. You're nearing 50 or 60, because I refuse to believe she's in her 30s doing this type of stuff. She can't be 30, because Blueface is like 24 or something. So no, that's absolutely embarrassing. You got your whole ass out talking about something that's an accident. How do you make that accident and then it's still up? Like you're something else. You're truly something else. I meant to send that to somebody. Really? Oh boy, what a clown. And then the OnlyFans with who? And OnlyFans with who? What you about to do? I mean, we already seen your bare ass. Shit, you might as well go ahead and do that nude stuff. Go ahead and find some desperate loser or some bum off the street and go ahead and let him pipe. Go ahead and let him smash. Because I like judging off of how you act on the internet. Who is gonna want to touch you? Who's gonna want to smash you? Who is gonna want to mess with you? Damn, man. I mean, well, never mind. I forgot guys are so easily entertained and their minds are just so. You show a guy some cheeks, and I'm not talking about some like the ass that you wouldn't be proud of. I'm talking about an ass that as soon as she walks one step, it's a damn tidal wave. Guys will ruin their lives for that. 850 credit score, where? It's gone from 850 to I wouldn't even lend your ass a penny, because they took out a whole bunch of loans catering to your lifestyle, all because your ass is big. Ladies, listen up. If you're fine, these guys are willing to do stupid things for you. Okay? And even when you reject them, that is going to make them want you more. I've seen this work more the other way around, admittedly, because women are like this. They absolutely want what they can't have. They absolutely love the chase. They want what they can't have. You know, it's wild. It truly is wild. But back to my original point. It is absolutely sad. Okay, to know that there are a lot of women out there that use this word incorrectly. Okay, it's disappointing because a lot of times these guys aren't insecure. You got a case where a girl can walk out her house with her whole ass cheeks hanging out and showing so much cleavage and stuff like that, and there's no more common decency. Forget the relationship for a second. Common decency, you know. You're out in public and you're showing all this NSFW. You know, you're showing all this the expletive stuff. You know, this extraness. And it's like you don't even feel bad, but like what if like everyone else doesn't want to see that? Oh, just cover your eyes. You don't need to be in the area. Like, no. That's crazy. Like the public, we treat with respect. I'm not ever gonna go out in public with my you know what I'm saying, my schlong beating out my pants, you know? Dick hard as hell walking around. That's a distraction. That's a distraction. Unless no one looks, then that's a wake up call. But that's a distraction, and that's an unwanted distraction. That's somebody wanting attention. Don't ever say, "Oh, this is just how I dress." You don't dress like that all the time. You do not do it. You don't do it. You don't. One winter, I seen this girl walking around in booty shorts, and I'm like, you are clearly 100% doing this for attention, or you lost a bet. I'm not accepting any other answer because come on now, we ain't come out here to see your red cheeks. Like get this, you know, it's like it's crazy. Like cut it out, stop it. So ladies, just bear in mind. Sometimes these guys are right. Sometimes y'all can do a little extra, you know, do a little too much. When you're single, I get it. Do whatever you want to because you're single, whatever. That is a lesson that y'all have to learn. Humility. And humility through others. Some people feel bad for you because is what you're doing. Understandably, yes, if you've lived your lifestyle and no one can enter your life and change you, you also don't need to be in a relationship. Ladies, if you're not willing to enter this soft girl era, you should not be dating long term. And it's sadly not in the cards for you. It's not. And if you just shrugged your shoulders and just went like, okay, then, well, I guess then be happy with that and live with that. Don't say that and then go right to Instagram or Snapchat saying, I wish a man would, because no. Don't do that because you are fake if you do stuff like that. You're fake. If you're ready to live the soft girl lifestyle, then you heed what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that I'm 100% correct. I'll never do that. I'll never die on a hill and say, "Oh, I'm right and you're wrong." No, I'm not doing that. But I do understand what it takes to enter this soft girl era. I'm not no woman, but I've been around women. I've been with women. I'm saying I've been with women like that's not obvious. That's about as evident as me saying I've got my dick sucked. That's probably not obvious either. Okay, I've been in relationships, okay? And I don't even need to state that it's been with women, okay? Little sus that I even have to clarify this, but y'all know what I might cut this out. Who am I kidding? I'm not cutting it out. I've been in relationships with women. And I've been in relationships with hard-headed, I'm a strong woman type. You know, independent but dependent types. It's annoying. It really is. When a woman decides to look at you and say, "Oh, I don't want to change for you," and then when they're single and they enter another relationship, that's when they want to be different. It's like it's sad. It truly is sad because it's like, what was stopping you from doing that with me? What was really stopping you from being that way with me? We have to stop comparing our last thing to the new thing. If I eat a bowl of Frosted Flakes and I hated it, and I tipped over the bowl, and it's just the worst thing ever. I had a toxic situation with that bowl of Frosted Flakes, and I eat some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm not gonna go, here we go again, like, look at this Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like, it literally has the same shape as Frosted Flakes. It's about to taste just like it, you know? Like, I mean, it's a little stuff here, different here and there. You take a bite into it and you just refuse to believe it's different. That's on you. It's a whole new shape, whole new flavor, whole new style, and yet you refuse to believe that it's something different right in front of you. You have to digest what's new and forget what's old. Either forgive and forget or live to regret. It is how that goes. It's how that works. And it is just sadly what that is. Ladies, again, the foundation for the future, it breathes through you. Men, the foundation for the future breathes through you. Both healthy man and woman is how this works. Healthy relationships are needed right now because look at these kids. I don't even have to keep on bringing up Lil RT and those are type of examples. Bad Baby, you know, you got a girl that started off a really troubled soul, and now she's on OnlyFans showing her ass for you know millions of dollars, mind you. But hey, I'm sure a lot of women will hear this and go, I was with you until you said shaking ass for millions of dollars. I gotta do that. Go ahead and make your money, but if you're gonna do that, stay on that side. Don't jump over and say it's time to get low. You know, there's no such thing to me as I'm a porn star and I'm in a relationship. I don't never see that working. You know what I'm saying? I would never want to be the type where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick you up from work, honey, and I'm walking in the studio and you just getting back shots by some dude with a damn 13-inch dick and it's 10 inches soft. No, we're done. We're over. Shit, boy, especially if I ain't rocking no damn 10 inches my goddamn self. You crazy as shit. Which I'm not. And let's be honest with ourselves, guys. This is where another part of insecurity rises. We can't be honest with ourselves and our shortcomings. I say shortcomings like I got a small dick, and I promise y'all I don't. I'm not here to clarify how big my stuff is, but I'm going to tell you, shit. Shit, I had some women screaming and had their eyes rolling at the back of their head. So let's just not do it. Let's not do that. Don't say, hey, Lee, I heard you say short. No, don't stop it. Cut it out. We unfiltered on this podcast. We're unscripted and we uncut. So we say what we want to, ladies and gentlemen. Laugh it up. But yeah, some of y'all are rocking a sub 5. The average is 5. The average is 5. You rocking less than that? Take pride in it. Not every woman is scared of your stuff. The lying whores out here that claim I only fuck with 10 plus. Like, yeah, you wouldn't want to mess with them anyways because they 9 times out of 10 ain't even gonna feel shit. It would be exactly like driving a fucking Hummer into a damn tunnel. It is exactly like that. It is like throwing a boulder into the Grand Canyon. It is like fucking tossing the planet into a gaping black hole. Yeah. So you wouldn't need them anyways. I'm not saying go find you the tightest pussy out, but all the same, you know, like don't cheat yourself because you're not the same as everyone else. You could be super handsome, super funny, super witty, but the size of your dick is going to deter you from getting in relationships. A girl that's going to laugh at your size, but is moaning anyways when you have sex with her, that's a hypocrite. She's enjoying it, but she does, but you know, like that doesn't make any damn sense. There's a lot of women out here with body problems, and I'm here to tell you, ladies, stop covering up your stomachs. Stop getting insecure that you don't have a Nicki Minaj booty. Stop getting insecure because you might have bee stings. Cut it out. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and say all people are beautiful because that's very subjective. I'm here to say we're all built different. We're all built different. We all have different intuitions and things that make us individually perfect. And when I say individually perfect, I mean perfect for us. We are always incrementally rising to become the best versions of ourselves every day, and we sit here and we're either happy with our results or we're mad or we're disappointed, and we work to strive to become better. So why would you sit there and look at yourself, oh, I have a 3-inch, a 4-inch, a 5-inch penis, and oh, everything else just sucks about you because there's just this one thing. I had this ex that told me that she had a boyfriend and his penis size was, I shit you not, very close to 12. Very close to a foot. And I just was sitting there going, nah, you're bullshitting. You're very much lying. I wasn't saying that so she could show me a damn picture. Thank God she didn't. But then a friend in between us both confirmed it, like, shit. Because he said he seen his stuff in the locker room one time. I was just like, okay. That didn't make me insecure. Because I'm not bigger than 12. I'm not bigger than 10. I mean, I'm knocking on the door at 10. But I'm it's like, come on now. Like, be thankful for what you're given. So many great things, and yet we want to complain about these one thing. Oh, I'm not funny, so I can't get girls. Oh, I'm not, it's like, all right, stop chasing girls that you want to tell jokes to. Stop telling jokes, stop. Don't get with girls that have better sense of humors than you. That's just how that works. It's just truly, truly how it works. You have to mold your way to make yourself the best way for you, and then work on being a good version for someone that you actually care for. Don't mold yourself for someone that you're not even talking to yet. Don't do that. Don't do that, because that's what's going to build insecurity too. You just did all this work building yourself up, and now you're looking at all these people that have been this way, and now you're comparing yourself to everyone that passes by your woman or passes by your man. You don't have to do that. Some girls have flat booties. Some girls have Nicki Minaj booties with trash personalities. Some girls have flat booties with the greatest personality out. And a lot of them girls that with the great personalities and the no body, they're the ones getting passed up. And I'm here to tell y'all ladies, y'all are the true gems out here. The anime fans, the anime fans. Out here, y'all the true gems. Y'all the wrestling fans and the sports. The sports fans. Almost choked on my damn spit. The damn sports fans. Y'all the true gems out here. Don't let no one tell y'all otherwise. Y'all are the real prizes. But with that being said, man, clear your head. Clear your head, sit there, just tell yourself you are you and they are them. If your woman leaves you and goes to them, she was never your woman in the first place. It was simply your turn. Ladies, if he cheats on you, the next guy is not him. I promise you that it's not him. Don't have sex with these guys and say, his dick wasn't as big as the last guy. I miss it, I want that, I understand you could have really good experiences, like you have really good experiences with some people, and it's just like, it's hard to forget, but you have to, for the sake of your future, because if you want to sit there and jack off and hope you could get pregnant from busting nuts on your own fingers, by all means, keep attempting. We'll look forward to hearing about the results. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say that. We unfiltered, but we ain't that crazy. Yeah, no. Just be yourself, guys. Just be yourself, okay? All these guys out here aren't competition. They're not. The only guy, if you see direct competition, then that's not a relationship you need to be in. That's not a girl you need to be talking to. None of that. If your girl places you in a situation where you're literally right in front of disrespect, leave. Talk about it and then leave. If she does, we'll talk about it first. Don't just leave. Just up and go, because sometimes it could be a misunderstanding. So there's that. ladies, not every guy's a piece of shit out here. Like, give these guys a chance. Enter your soft girl era. Stop being so critical on these men out here. Men find it pretty unattractive when you keep on saying, "Oh, I hate men." If you're fine with that, then jack off. Let that rose go overtime, triple overtime. But with that being said, man, we're going to take a quick break, and we're next going to talk about the bare minimum in couples, relationships, and love nowadays. And we are back. Like I said, we are now talking about bare minimums in relationships. I'm seeing a lot of talk about this on social media. A lot of people saying that a lot of people don't do the bare minimum. And it's like extreme stuff. Like, you're supposed to take me out like all the time. You're supposed to, do this and do that. And I'm here to tell y'all that I think a lot of y'all don't understand what minimum actually means. And when you say bare minimum, I'm thinking this is the absolute least you should be doing for your person. Okay, so let's talk about it real fast. I think when it comes to the bare minimum, it starts and ends with respect. If you do not respect the person you're with, do not expect anything from me. Don't expect anything from them. Don't expect to be in a relationship. Respect is what binds this world. It's what binds this world. It's what binds all relationships, friendships, everything, families even. You don't respect somebody, 9 times out of 10, you don't like them. Okay? If you don't respect somebody, you're not going to have a good relationship with them. Respect, it stems into everything else that I'm going to be talking about today. All right. It even stems into the insecurity that I was talking about. If you don't respect your partner, if you're insecure about them, then you clearly don't respect them as a mature adult. They think that you're they're gonna step out on you. You don't respect them. You do not respect them, or at least you don't respect the world. But clearly you do have some type of trust issues and some lack of trust for either them or the world. And that ain't gonna work. But that was old news. Let's talk about these other bare minimum factors here. Another bare minimum factor is communication. A lot of people do not like this is one that's dying off, okay? Because all these relationships, okay, they start out on the phone. Or they're stronger on the phone at the very least. You may spend, maybe you met somebody at the job. You spend 8 hours or 4, 8 hours is the average normal work hours. You spend 8 hours talking to them and stuff like that. You're in their face, You're less likely to want to call them on the phone after you get off. You're not likely going to wait to see them at work again, or hang out here and there occasionally and stuff like that. That's fine communication. It's very communication, and it's convenient communication. And this is where I think a lot of relationships become misconstrued. A lot of people are in the right situation at the right time, This is how a lot of these coworker relationships are. You meet someone in a convenient spot and they only really care to talk to you there, or do these romantic stuff there, or, like it's dry on the phone, but it's all lit in person. That's somebody that clearly, no, they don't see a future with you. You're a means to an end. And when I say means to an end, they want to get their meat to its end, to your end, your rear end. Not talking about anal here, unless y'all do that. Not knocking it. I'm just talking about yeah, you get it. We're still corny, even though we're unfiltered. Okay. Communication. All right. A lot of these relationships start on the phone. Most of it is on the phone, and a lot of people, I'm too busy for this, I'm too busy for that. I'll say this much to you. the very least you can do for somebody, because respect is a given, okay? It should be a given. Talking to somebody. How the hell is it going to, how y'all going to grow as a relationship? I ain't never heard of no mute couple. Two mutes, you know? She's sucking his dick and they're not making no noise. Not even no slurping, spits hitting the ground, and somehow it's not even making a noise. You know? Cheeks clapping and somehow no noise is being made. You know? Dude's about to bust a nut instead of going, oh, God, oh, about to go. Oh, you know? He's just sitting there. Like you muted the damn TV. He's just making a crazy ass face. Shit. I was going to say something crazy. I'm going to say it, man. You watch these pornos, these guys be making the wildest damn faces. It's like they got shot in the damn ass. It's just looking up all cross-eyed and stuff. It's like their whole body is just getting cut in half. It's crazy. Y'all girls be looking crazier, but my God, damn, them dudes be... It's like they be holding something back. It's like something else coming out. It ain't even just busting a nut. It's like an organ is coming out their dick or something. It's something crazy. Ooh, this is the most rated R episode yet, I think. Oh my God, we are on one tonight. Communication. If you don't talk, it's not going to work, you know? Especially if you met off social media. You met off of social media, talking to people on the media, and you can't talk to them off of social media or on social media. It's you know, I'm gonna take one out y'all book, ladies. It's giving hypocrite, you know. It's the hypocrisy for me. It's crazy. It's absolutely wild. It's like, how could you not talk to your partner? Or at least keep up with conversation. I get it. You're working or you're doing sports or something like that, whatever the case may be. But I'll say this much. You will never go all day without talking to your partner. You never do it. You're never too busy to say hi or good morning, you know, give updates and stuff like that. You're never too busy to text. You're never too busy for that. You can always be too busy to call. I'm certain of that. I'm sure of it. And if you can't call, you can't FaceTime, you can't do that stuff, you know? So I get it. I understand. I do. I truly do get it. But saying something, no excuse for that. None at all. None at all. See, the problem with the communication is, you know, again, there's the respect. When you don't really care too much for this person, you don't see them as a priority. When someone you like doesn't treat you as a priority, because they should treat you as a priority. Again, this is supposed to be a situation where it goes from talking to relationship to engagement to marriage. Everyone should be dating to marry. If they say I'm dating to figure stuff out, just go on ahead and cut your losses, okay? You're not smashing, nothing. She's you know, it's essentially a free meal. That's what that is. I don't know why I said she, because a lot of guys do that dumb shit. It's a free meal, essentially. You just handed out a damn meal. You just fed somebody for a night. Charitable you fed someone for a night, and they're going on to find the next meal ticket. Disgraceful stuff, by the way. If you just go to people just to eat food, you know, mess with people just to eat out and get a free meal, you might be next to scum. You might be very next to the scumbags of the world. But yeah, you know, that's here nor there. We won't talk too much about that. We'll talk about the other factors of bare minimum interests, sharing some sort of interest, alignment, emotional alignment. If you cannot connect on an emotional standpoint, it's going to fail. What does that mean, you're asking? That means if I talk to you, if what I say normally makes you happy, that's good. If what I say that normally I don't think makes me mad, makes you mad, we're not meant to be together. Our conversation And communication, again, this also coincides with respect and now communication. You talk to somebody and you figure, oh, this is just how I am, and this is just me. This is it. Like this is all I got. And and it's not too much happiness and stuff. No, that's a bad situation. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. You have to be able to talk to each other on a normal standpoint, to where you guys can enjoy each other's company, and like you being yourself doesn't piss her off, or you being yourself doesn't piss him off. That's just that's simple, and I think that's truly bare minimum. Another factor here is patience. Okay, now ladies, I am always gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy. Wait before you try to drain this man's pockets. Okay, look at Miss Cheesecake Lady here. If you're looking at the screen, she ain't wait. She did not wait. She said, "I'm going to the 5-star restaurant, or you ain't touching these titties. You're not gonna get to rub your chode up against my ass, boy. You're not gonna get to feel up on my legs. You're not gonna get to do none of that stuff. You can't look at this 10 out of 10 face. Look at me. How can you take someone that looks like this to the Cheesecake Factory?" What her problem is first date and you want to act like an ass. I also heard since this all happened, she apologized to the guy and said that she was being, acting out. But then she fucked all that up when she said, "I expect all my future suitors to treat me, better than this guy. I want to get treated great. Like, just because this went bad doesn't mean that I was done." She apologized, but she said, no, I'm sorry for putting you on camera. I ain't sorry for us going to the Cheesecake Factory. Shit, fuck all that. We ain't going to the Cheesecake Factory. Shit, take me to another chain restaurant if you want to. Oh man, I feel for this guy. Seriously, the way you even look at him in this picture here that I have up, is like the way he's looking at the camera. He just knows, like, he thought that was gonna be his moment where he was got to be looked at as like some sort of loser. Like, oh, this guy can't even. This guy took her to the Cheesecake Factory. Like, how dare him? What nerve, this little pencil dick loser? It's crazy to me. Patience, okay. That doesn't truly work with the gold diggers. We'll talk about them in a second, but it's sad to me. It's absolutely loserish, Guys, if all you want is sex, at the very least, let the girl, I mean, this is where the talking stage really comes out, because I feel like, yeah, with the charmers, yeah, they're spitting game so they can smash once or twice or as many times as you let them before they disappear. So I understand that they're harder to crack. I get it. But trust in me, a man that you probably have never met, a man that you probably have never seen unless you have, then, charm is the reason why all men have had sex, unless, it's a paying interaction or transaction where, basically, $40 for some pussy. I guess that's different though. Everybody use a little charm, and even in friendships, guys forgets to turn the charm button off for girls. They still trying to talk a certain way and do stuff different. Not all guys. I don't mean to generalize, but some guys, some guys are like that. Okay. I honestly, this is just this. Oh, it's so fucking pathetic. Like, I tried to find a better word for it. It's so pathetic. People that don't have patience in these situations, like, just cut it out. Who a lot of you guys need the reality check of a lifetime. All right, you can't wait to have some sex. Go pay for it, man. I mean, you're a scumbag anyways, so you might as well go ahead and fuck another scumbag who just so happens to be selling her pussy. Be scumbags together. But no, man, I can't. I can't with that. Another bare minimum factor. Shared interest. Like I said before, shared interest. This is something that I had to highlight a second time because I didn't truly talk about it when I was talking about the emotional connection. But shared interest. If you don't like going out, but they like going out, it ain't gonna work unless they can compromise. But let's be honest here. They say they'll understand in the beginning, and then 5 months down the line, they're like, "Oh, let's go here, let's go here, let's go here," and it's like, I told you before, I don't go anywhere, and that's where the problems kick off. Oh, you don't go places. You just don't want to go anywhere with me. It's like, no, I just don't go anywhere at all. All these things sound personal. Like I said, I'm good at the story stuff, but my lord, is that a whole just too much in that situation? Too damn much. If you don't like going out to the club and they do, it ain't gonna work. If you like to play video games but they like silence, it ain't gonna work. If you like going to clubs with all your clothes off but they don't really care for that, it ain't gonna work. It's not going to. Stop hearing five pros before cons and going, yeah, they're good, they're great. No, they're not great. We all have flaws. We do. I understand that. We all do have flaws. But my God, it's just Jesus to just admit that you have them. Some people don't even have that grace within themselves to admit that they're not the best swinging dick in your side of the world. You swinging titties your side of the world. Relax, okay? We all have to be ourselves. Just be yourself. Just understand the world doesn't revolve around you, okay? The world does not revolve around you. You're not perfect, and the person you're talking to is not perfect, okay? So don't expect when you hear some good things that those bad things just disappear. No. Make mental notes of everything. I'm not saying being a pessimist in here. Sometimes I don't brush my teeth and then say, "Oh, bitch, the fuck, the hell." Like, you are literally the worst person I ever met. The fuck, you just stink ass mouth. Get the fuck away from me, bitch. Please cut it out. That's lame. First things first. That is lame as shit. But yeah, definitely interest, shared interest. And then one more bare minimum factor that I want to talk about is well, you have to have aspirations. And this is something that truly identifies with this newer generation. Aspirations, okay? What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is have in mind that you want to be together. Actually stay together. A lot of people, I'm sorry to say this, a lot of people get together and they don't even know if they want to be with that person forever. They don't know that. They don't even understand yet. When you first get with somebody, of course, that's a very, very strong thing to think about. But I also want y'all to realize this, okay? I also want y'all to imagine this. If you just got to a relationship, this is even better. Close your eyes real quick. Unless you're around people, then don't do that. Just imagine that you're closing your eyes. I don't want you to look away. I want you to look like a psychopath sitting there. No, don't do it. I want you to imagine yourself, you sitting there, right? You're in a relationship. Imagine you with this guy or this girl 10 years down the line. You look different. She looks different. Does it look cool to you? If you just smiled, guess what? You're happy with the concept. If you felt good when you imagined it, guess what? It's something that you'd like to do, and good thing with this person too. Now, for the people on the other side, if you imagine this and nothing really changed for you, no sparks, no nothing, no smile generated, yeah, you're gonna have to truly look for a reason why you want to be with this person. Because if the idea of being with a person that you like 5 years down the line doesn't make you happy, if the thought of you being married to this person doesn't make you feel nice, like yeah, I can see that happening. It ain't where it is. It's not where it's supposed to be at. Okay, all right. It's not where it's supposed to be at. So respectfully, okay? Please have respect, talk to your partner, understand their emotions, or connect, be emotionally synchronized, have patience, and on top of that, have a long-term mindset already in your head. These are bare minimums to me. Bare minimums. Where the hell did dates come from in the bare minimum? You have to take me on a date. Motherfucker, we don't have to go nowhere. You have to go sit down. Bare minimum is taking somebody somewhere? Shit. When to when? Since when? What the fuck? Love is not branched out through activity. Again, look at Cheesecake Factory girl. Her happiness stemmed through acts, stemmed through doing stuff for her. And that's why it just doesn't work. You got city girls in the picture too. And I want to really like, again, ladies, I said in the beginning that I'm harsher towards y'all because I want y'all to be stronger than the men out here. I want y'all to have y'all heads on right more than the men out here. Before, I want y'all to have that first, so these men can follow suit and be better men. These men are shitty men connected to shitty women. I truly believe that a lot of men out here suck and are assholes because they fucked with a lot of easy access women, or women that were hard access that they turned easy access. It's disappointing. It's all connected to each other. It is. But sadly, women, y'all are the ones that continue to say, "Oh, bare minimum this and bare minimum that," and it's just like, like, first things first, I probably can't take you out if you don't cake up with some makeup. You're gonna feel insecure about your ass and all this stuff. Here's the bare minimum for y'all. Feel good about yourselves before you enter a relationship. All this, I hate myself, and in the middle of a relationship is fucking annoying. A lot of men hate that shit. They just don't want to tell you. Do I look fat? Like, like, why are you asking me that? Of course I'm not going to tell you no. Of course I'm not going to tell you no. If the healthy person will tell you no, or tell you no in a nice way. I mean, tell you yes in a nice way. But shit, like, you're only hurting yourself if you ask that and I say yes, you do look fat in that. It's like, oh no, you're supposed to. No, I'm not supposed to nothing. Yes, respect again, respect. But she will appreciate you later if you were honest with her. I'm telling you that much. Some of these things, it may hurt their feelings, but it works at the end of the day, I think. Ladies, respect yourself. Be, like, love your appearance. Be your biggest fan. I'm not saying be conceited. Like, yeah, I am that bitch. I am that girl. Like, look at me. Like, I did that shit. Like, look at me in the mirror. Like, if you're in love with yourself already, perfect. But don't be so in love with yourself that you love yourself. I mean, you're supposed to always love yourself more than your partner, but don't love yourself so much that your partner is basically a side bitch, a side dude. Don't do that. Be comfortable. Be very comfortable. Just be comfortable with who you are. Don't enter a relationship if you gotta, you don't like showing yourself. Just that, because that's a lot. That's a big percentage of the relationship. Showing yourself. Like, can't do stuff like that. No. So This was probably shorter than the last entry and the previous entry talking about the the dramatic stuff. But we're gonna take another break, and when we come back, we're gonna close this out strong. We're still gonna keep up with the relationship stuff, man. But until we come back, man, go ahead and y'all take y'all a sip of water. I'm sure a lot of y'all are watching me at work. Go find a new hiding spot. We'll be right back in a second. And we are back. Now we are going to talk about gold digging, basically deterring a lot of people from marriage. I'm sorry, but we gotta talk about it. We have to talk about the true elephant in the room. I mean, it is just so obvious, but I won't try to make it sound so disrespectful. But ladies, this is a y'all problem. It truly is, because we could have so many statistics back it up or whatever the case may be. But if you trust social media and what they show you, a lot of women are only getting in relationships for money. And it looks very, very, very sad, honestly. A lot of people, listen, if you turn the podcast off at this point, then that's sad, okay? That's pretty sad. If you're thinking of doing it because, oh, I ain't trying to hear about this, I'm always going to want a man with money. Like, just listen to how you sound when you say it. You're probably at a job working right now, so you're like, oh, I'm not going to spend my money. I'll spend his money. It has to stop. It's just something about a grown ass adult basically telling themselves, I mean, I could make money or I could be dependent. It's like you're choosing to be dependent. And that's the type of people that I truly can't stand. The the strong, independent, dependent woman. It'll be these women that good and well they're under the care of some guy, and yet they'll pretend like they get the say so on how to live their life. I truly believe if you want to succumb to this lifestyle where, this man pays all my bills and I don't gotta do nothing but stay at home and suck his dick, at the very least, if that man's boundaries are when you leave the house, your ass better be in a turtleneck and some baggy jeans. By all means, you gonna have to adhere to that. Again, you're the one that decided to define your worth through money. So if that's the case, then that means that your loyalty is bought. Your loyalty is bought, which means that loyalty or to strengthen said loyalty, you're going to have to do things to where this guy feels like you're in it, for the long haul. And if you can't listen to him, well, then you can't have that money, which clearly was the more important thing. It's disappointing because to me, honestly, money, yes, it is important. But at the end of the day, right, what happened to actually caring about relationships? What happened to that? I much rather someone say, I will never be in a relationship. I only want to work. You got so many people out here saying, fuck a relationship, fuck love. I'm here to chase a bag. I'm out here doing my thing. A lot of people tell themselves, hey, man, I'm out the dating game right now, man. I'm just chasing that money, because a relationship truly can get in the way of that if you get with the wrong person. You look down and, the relationship started, 2 months ago, and you're already maybe $3,000 in on this relationship. It is an eye-opener. It truly is an eye-opener, which is why y'all need to really, really care about that talking stage. Make sure you know exactly who you're talking to. They have these, you're with someone that's a high-value, high-standard person, and you're working a nice job and you make some good money, yeah. Truly test the person that you're talking to. Now, I know I said this was a woman thing, but I want to talk to the men too. Because y'all be thinking that this money can change these women and turn them into submissive little bells, submissive little things, and then that's not the case. Like Akeisha Chavez, for instance, she probably was an amazing wife up until the money ran dry, or until it got really, really bad, and then she had to pop out and do her own thing. May hurt his image, may hurt his feelings, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because what is not hurting is her wallets. I could goddamn guarantee you that Keisha Chavez is getting money off all this controversy, and we ain't gonna talk about that no more than we already have. Okay. Yeah, we already talked about that in episode 1, if I'm not mistaken. Go ahead and check that out if you have not seen that. I promise you it is a nice listen. If not, then take my word for it. Yeah, it might be staged. The whole thing might be staged. But again, once the money runs out, the respect, the loyalty, it's gone too. I'll tell you this much. When a woman has money, you will see who her true friends are, her true intentions. Women do not mind spending money. They don't mind spending money at all. That's why they want it so badly. Men, you know who they are when they have nothing. Actually, you know what? Switch that. When a woman has everything, she acts different. When a man has nothing, he acts different. Both genders act stupid with money, but men most definitely show you a dark side when they have nothing. No money, they start to treat everybody like trash. When a woman has everything, money and all that stuff, they will start to treat you like trash. Or they look down on a specific demographic, or whatever the case may be. It doesn't truly matter. I've just noticed that more so, in each other. Okay, so don't listen to what I say and say, yeah, I mean, who does this guy think he is? He thinks, again, this is just a guy talking. Okay, you listen to this podcast, you're just listening to a guy talk. You're just listening to a guy speak to y'all for a minute. So don't think this is just some, the totally unbiased encyclopedia. That's not what this is. Okay. I could be wrong. I could be right. I could sound wise. I could sound stupid. If you think I sound stupid, more power to you. You think I sound wise? I'm flattered. Thank you. But back to what I'm saying. Status. It plays a big role into this. It does. Society nowadays, if you have money, then you look better. It doesn't matter if you're bummy, walking around here bummy, and no. When it's common knowledge that you have money, doesn't matter how you look, you start to get treated a lot different. You just went from no friends to all of a sudden it's very easy for you to make friends, and it all depends on how you are with this money. Again, when you have money, it doesn't matter who likes you, they all respect you, no matter if you know it or not. You have a lot of money, people are going to have to respect you. It's just how that goes. When it comes to respect, when it comes to power, respect plays a big part in status. Okay, people look at this one person a whole bunch. There's a respect that comes with it, or notoriety. More so than often in this generation, it is very much notoriety. Sadly enough, I have to be really, really, really honest here. This generation is real big on making the ass out of themselves just to have 15 minutes of fame, hoping they can cash in on some dollars. But let's talk about the marriage aspect of this. Okay, it's absolutely disgusting. When you think of marriage, you think of one of the most holy, most just wholesome feelings that you could possibly be involved in. First you get in a relationship, and then you make the bonding, and then you love this person so much that you propose, or you get proposed to, and that's something that I think a lot of people want. The whole kids conversation, that's something we'll have to talk about later. And I'm seeing a lot of reasons why I might not have kids, by the way. It's these damn cocoa felons are getting crazy out here. Trust and believe. I gotta work on my patience before I ever think of having a kid, because as it stands right now, shit, I'm gonna be tombstone pile driving my damn son head first onto the damn hood of my car if I ever, see half the things I be seeing these kids doing on social media. And as for a daughter that I may have, I don't think I'd have the heart to hit my daughter. So yeah, no, I don't like to hit women. So that's just something about me. I ain't say I ain't like to defend myself. Let's not get it fucked up out here. Hit me in the face a few times and you shit, okay? Um, but yeah, it's something, okay? It's very much something. It's something that's super, like, it's just happy thoughts, or not even happy thoughts. What am I like? It's when you hear about someone else getting married, like, if you're not happy for them, you feel good for them. If you're not just feeling happy in general, you feel good for them. Like, it's such a nice feeling. It's such a nice thing to hear about. Oh, all my coworkers are getting married. Oh, okay. That's awesome. You think that person's on cloud nine and they're living real good. Oh, okay, they're about to marry someone that they've picked and spent that time with, and they're theirs. You get married just to find out a year into your marriage that the person that you married, that you thought was the one, that you thought that you could spend an eternal lifetime with, oh no, they didn't really like you. They were suckering you in, or sucking you in, so to speak, for the money, for the financial gain. I'm always going. It didn't matter, again, what happens in my life when it comes to marriage. Hopefully, I stand at one. But it's prenup every time, no matter how many times I get married. If God forbid, it's more than one. But no, we're not playing the you get to take half my stuff shit. I worked for this. I had a life before you, and you're not about to take half of it just because, oh, I signed a sheet of paper that says that you should get it. And then there's something about paying alimony or something. It's just, I don't understand. And with that even being said, let's ask a separate question. Is it even worth being married at this point? Like, think about it for a second, okay? You're with somebody, and if something doesn't work out, you've got to give half your shit. You have to pay alimony. I think only guys pay alimony, if I'm not mistaken. If you had kids, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a shaky situation, because now, we got to talk about how this situation, how this is going to work. You got to co-parent with your ex-husband and or wife. It's crazy. It's wild. It's absolutely crazy to me. Like, if a marriage fails, that is a fail that you will truly remember for the rest of your life. Like an eternal bond broken by whatever the case may be. But in this case, it's gold digging. You take all you can from the person and then you leave. When I think of gold diggers, the top woman that I think about, honestly, is what's her name? Nicole Young, the ex-wife of Dr. Dre. I mean, when this woman left, she was asking for everything. Like, it's enough that you're getting half of the man's stuff. If they had a prenup, I forget if they had a prenup, but she was asking for some type of child support or some type of thing. And I'm thinking child support, like, y'all both 50, right? I never understood that. You put the man on child support, or it's usually the man. Come on now, let's just be honest. It's rare when you hear, oh, I put the woman on child support. Like, no, it's the stereotype is usually, oh, a man got put on child support. Put a man on child support after divorcing him. And it's like, how much more money do you need from, like, again, it's Dr. Dre we're talking about. This ain't no, up and comer. This ain't no here and came guy. This is an established legend in the music industry, not just the rap game, the music industry. Okay? Pop culture. This is Dr. Dre. This is a bad motherfucker here. He's made a mark in this world. He's made his money. So much so that he's in the billions department. You could take half of that, half of some billions, and still have the fucking nerve to ask for like 2.1 million a month. It's like there's a certain level of fucking evilness that someone should be able to tolerate before they just completely snap. Again, I will never condone men hitting women, but I would understand if Dr. Dre went and beat her ass after seeing that number. It's crazy. You tell me, oh, I have to give you, for the regular Joes like me and you listening to this podcast right now. Imagine right now at your current stage of your life, say you're a girl listening to this. Your ex-boyfriend came up to you and said, for some reason, the court, here's a letter that says you owe me $2.1 thousand every month. You ain't making $2.1 thousand every month unless you are, which good for you. But you're not making that in one check. Basically everything you earn throughout the month, if you make that much a month, it goes to this person. It has to keep going to this person that is probably again, this example, oh, you're a woman and your man, your ex-man said this man is accepting money from you and he's sitting up laying up getting his dick sucked by a brand new woman. It's like, that's marriage. You leave, you take everything, you look for somebody else, you're getting your dick sucked or you're the one sucking dick. And the other person, they just there just like, okay, well, I guess I got to rebuild. Like, a relationship would be the furthest thing from my mind in that situation. And then you factor in gold digging into the equation. There are really people sitting up being complacent in situations because they could sit up and either do nothing and just make money regardless of their laziness, or they work, but the person that they're with is basically paying the way. It's absolutely crazy to me. Gold digging is one of the things I never ever look at. Like, that's a karma ultra for me. That's something that I feel like people absolutely serve the worst karma for. Taking just leeching money off of people, it's absolutely ridiculously sad. It's a travesty. It's absolutely horrid. You stay in a situation where one person thinks they're happy and have a really nice person they're with. The whole time, the other person's a conniving, sadistic asshole that's basically sitting and waiting for you to treat them like, again, a sexually active teenager. You go home for making all this money and you get rewarded with a nice blowjob, which you've gotten 1,000 times from this woman, or you get your pussy ate if this is a guy. It's not worth it. And it's why when I see this, oh, I bring sex to the table. I'm sorry. Again, you could get, if you look good enough, you could get sex every damn week if you truly want to. I was just at work, and this guy was showing me his exes and all these girls, and he showed me this one particular ex. And I was like, oh, wow, she looks pretty good. And he says, oh, yeah, I get to fuck on her whenever I want to, She's in a whole relationship and she'll still pop that pussy for me. So I said, nah, you're lying. He FaceTimed her. He asked for some pussy. She said, okay, what time? They not exactly like that, but she basically says, okay, what time you want to see me? And I'm just like on the sidelines, just scratching my head and looking like, huh? You can fuck this girl whenever you want. Again, this is not a bad looking woman, He said he had a type, and it was these slim waist, thick cake, titties all over the place, and cute face girls. He had a damn gallery full of them. Okay, and he just randomly pulls this damn this 9 out of 10 and says, shit, I'm gonna fuck you later today. And I don't even think he wanted to do it. He just tried to prove a point to me. So he's getting pussy right now because of me. So, But then again, he said he can get it anytime he wants. But shit, I just gave him an excuse to go in for another time. That's crazy to me. That's absolutely wild to me. That's another thing I want to talk about eventually. We'll talk about it a little bit right now real quick. and it's these backup options. If you get in a relationship and you tell yourself you need a backup woman, you are a fucking loser. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You suck. Any man that says, "Oh yeah," you know what I'm saying? Like any man, fuck just men. If you have a roster while you're in a relationship, you need to be alone forever. Not for a minute until you figure it out. Forever. Even having that idea to bolster a roster to where, oh, you know, things ain't working out. Well, I'm gonna have girl B suck my dick tonight until I'm not mad at you anymore. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. It's like, it's the dumbest shit ever. I feel, at least if you're gonna at least fuck a whole bunch of women, at least be single when you're doing that, you know, so you're not hurting everybody's damn feelings. I mean, you basically are single if you're in a relationship doing that. You want to be single. You want to live a lifestyle where you're free to do as you choose. Fuck who you want to. Stick your dick in everything. Everything, everywhere. Now, I made a video saying that random sex isn't bad. You just think it is. But again, when you're in a relationship, it's bad. It's bad, and I know it is, okay? Cheating it comes with horrible karma. It comes with very bad karma. And I'll say this much about karma. When you do bad stuff over a period of time, you think it's not going to come hit you at that time that you expect it to. No. That's because, the karma's waiting for you to be done with all your bad deeds, for you to think that it's okay to live a normal life again. No, it's going to hit you bad. It's going to hit you for a long time. So for you guys that are out here, the guys out here currently getting their dick sucked by 3 women at once while their woman's at the house, thinking that they just roped in this really nice guy. Oh yeah. The karma that's coming for you is going to burn, quite literally. Meaning you're either going to hell or your dick's going to be on fire from the fucking STDs you're going to procure. It's wild to me. Women, y'all too. Y'all thought y'all was safe. I'm always going to talk about both genders when it comes to bullshit, okay? It's pathetic, you know? I can fuck any guy I want. Like, if you're pretty, I'm sorry. And this coming from me, this might sound so gay. So gay how I'm about to say this. But pretty girls damn near ain't worth the trouble no more. Because you don't know who the fuck is loyal. You know them two out of 10s be loyal. Them 2 out of 10s be loyal. And they are, fellas, they are suck you off. A 2 out of 10 will suck the skin off your dick. I'm telling you right now. A girl you deem really unattractive is trying to set a standard, boy. They are trying to blow your mind so you don't leave. They gotta set a bar. They gotta put a standard somewhere. You know, they don't look good in the face. 9 times out of 10, they don't look good in the body. I've been seeing a lot of that mixing, by the way. They don't look good in the face, but the body be banging. There's some part of the body that absolutely stands out. Or they got a real messed up body, but, the face is just banging. And then you got them rare combinations of everything in between. Face fucked up, body don't look good. You know what I'm saying? And as a bonus, they got a shitty personality. It's like, you got some gall. You got some nerve. You got some nerve to have the face of a fucking, a damn bold fucking tire. Firestorm tire. Or Firestone tire. The personality of a fucking angry rhinoceros. And the body of a damn, got hippo chest and bird legs. And got a shit personality on top of having a fucked up body and a damn fucking clay face. No. Them type of people? Oh, boy. Oh, man. God gave them their karma at birth. They knew they were going to be an asshole all their life. So their karma is served for. They got a life sentence, is what I call that. But it's stupid. Rosters are dumb. Okay, let's just put a nip. Let's just not even have to elaborate on that. Rosters are stupid. If you need a backup person, you need a backhand in your face too. It's dumb. It's really dumb. I understand in the talking phase. Oh man, you might have 1 or 2 people. I usually don't stay in those situations because I don't like to be in competition with anybody. It's either me and then you go try out man number two or no. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one other guy, because it's like whatever. But like shit, like I'm in competition with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other dudes. Yeah, no. The orgy ain't happening on my damn expense. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening. So, honestly, honest. When I say this, I mean this, okay? Rosters are for people that haven't thought of love anyways. They get in relationships to feel to have the aesthetic of feeling loved, but they don't love themselves. They do not love, and I'm not saying they don't love themselves. I'm meaning they just don't know what love is. They don't know how to do it. A lot of people have not been loved properly, so they don't know how to give it out. When they get in relationships, they feel like they're ready, but more so than often, they don't know that they're not. And a lot of people need that help, coercing them along into becoming better, options out here. And it takes time you gotta be with yourself to find out what type of person you are for, the right type of woman, the right type of man out here, So I'll say this much, okay? Gold digging, I say this much about gold digging. You want to gold dig? You want to take a dude's money? Don't, at the very least, don't even try to get in a relationship with them, because the dumbass that's going to keep on splashing money on you is I don't know. There's honest situations out here and there are guilty situations out here. And I ain't talking about the honest ones. Where the guy or girl has no idea that they're with a gold digger, but then they find out later, and they either be a simp and stay, or they send your ass to the streets where you belong, or the trash, really. Yeah, no. Oh my god, I'm just remembering my damn gold digger story, where a girl basically kept on asking to go on dates with me. And it's funny because literally, I think right after we went on I think literally right, and this was before our first date, we hung out and we didn't do anything. She had posted on Snapchat and said, I'm not in the mood for just hanging out with no guys. If we're not eating out, or we're not blah 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 or anything like that, I'm not in the mood for hanging out. Like, you have to show me that you actually give a fuck. I'm just, in my head, I'm like, the sneak is crazy. You could have just fucking said me. You could have just said me. So I confront her about it, and I'm like, I mean, what is this? Like, what you say all this for? Because clearly you just hung out with me, unless you hang out with other guys. She was like, no, it's just you. And I just feel like if I truly matter, you take me out on dates and you spend that money on me. And I said, is it about spending money, or is it about going on the dates? That's where she got offended. And she was like, no, it's not about the money. Why would you say it's about the money? And I said, I didn't say it was about the money. I'm just saying, who asked specifically spend money on me? That sounds like somebody that wants to simply just be with me for money. So she reiterated, she rephrased herself and said, okay, I just want to go on dates, and like, I want the experience to feel real. I don't want it to just go out and it's just that, just going out. I'm like, okay. I got a Cheesecake Factory girl on my hands. And in other words, a delusional damn piece of work that needs to get the fuck out of my life. So, me being stupid, I keep her around because at the time I felt like she had honest intentions. When she actually spoke to me a little more, and I was like, okay, what harm can it do? I have disposable income. Let me take her out. So, yeah, it was crazy. Every time, like, literally, there was a point where there was 1 week where every day she wanted to go somewhere. We went somewhere every day. I paid every time. And then there was 1 week where she was mad at me because one day I told her, I was like, I need this money to pay some bills. Like, I gotta save up real quick because I gotta make a really nice, a really important purchase. She was like, okay, I see what this is. I said, what is what? She was like, what's this important thing you need to get? I told her what it was, and she was like, that honestly can wait. Like, I mean, I think I could help you eventually. I'm like, eventually? Well, how long from now is eventually? And then she said, eventually means eventually. I don't know when that's going to be. I just know I'm going to help you out at some point. I'm like, here I am taking you fucking everywhere you asked me to take you, and you might be able to help me. At that point, I was like, yeah, this girl is a fucking bug out. You need to go on ahead and delete my number. So, yeah, I told her she can go eat shit and choke on the damn corn inside. And after that day, I ghosted her, and then she kept blowing my phone up saying, oh, I'll talk about the more recent time she had hit me up, which was a while ago. She was like, I realized how immature I was, and honestly, I did some thinking, and I feel like I want to give this another shot because, like, it's not about money, it's about love. And I'm like, how long did it take you to realize that? Because you're a whole ass grown woman, realizing, what the thing was. She passed that threshold from 24 to 25. I'm telling you, ladies, once y'all hit 25, y'all start thinking different. Women are more mature. They mature faster than men. So, not on no creepy stuff when I say this. A 17-year-old woman might be more mature than a 20-year-old man. 18-year-old woman might be more mature than a 22-year-old man. A 24-year-old woman is probably just as mature as like a 26-year-old man or something. They still have that mentality to be stupid, but it's just special types. And then once you hit 25, we're all on the same wavelength. It's crazy. Once you hit 25, it's like you stop wanting to waste your time. Like, it's like, oh man, you feel like you're a senior citizen when you go from 29 to 30. It's like, yep, it's over. It's a whole new ball game now. Like, whole new decade has passed, and here I am, a fossil. But yeah, that girl, I taught her a lesson. I hope she learned it. She's in a happy situation, a happy relationship. But knowing her, I doubt it, truly. I want to give her a benefit of the doubt and say that she found someone and she's in a better light. But again, I truly doubt it. I really do. But gold digging, it has no place in this world. It truly doesn't. I'll always tell you, ladies, get a sugar daddy. Get it. You can't have two very dangerous things at once, or have your cake and eat it too. You want a really nice guy, but you want him to spoil you endlessly because you claim you deserve it. You claim you deserve it. What have you done to deserve it? Oh, I work, I cook and clean. Congratulations. You want somebody to spoil you because you learn how to adult right. That you're a grown-ass person and you know how to be an adult. We need to reward you for doing the fucking bare minimum for being an adult. We're supposed to work. We're supposed to make our own money. We're supposed to clean our rooms, our house even. If you're homeowners out there, or, at the very least have your own house. You're supposed to take care of yourself and all this stuff. You want someone to treat you like royalty for doing what adults have been doing since the beginning of fucking time. Like, what? What? This generation is ridiculous. Like, I went to work. Okay, let's go to Benihana. Like, really now? That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. You deserve to be treated like royalty because of what? Because I look like this, like the Cheesecake Factory lady. Because you look a certain way, you need to be treated a certain way. That's also bullshit. I'll always say this much. Pretty privilege does exist. There are men and women out there that are getting treated better than their less attractive counterparts. It exists. It really does. There are some people out there that look better, get treated better, instantaneously, always because of their looks. There's a guy at my job that sells food, and then there's a girl at my job that sells food. The girl at my job that sells food has a ass comparable to Nicki Minaj. And I always use Nicki Minaj, but this is a serious comparison here. Hers might even be bigger than Nicki's. Crazy, right? Looks nice and everything. She sells the hell out with this food. The guy, shit, maybe one or two customers every week. But not like the girl, shit. The guys go line up to go buy some shit from her only because she has a big booty. One day she came in with some booty shorts, with some, them legging shorts, see-through ass shorts, and she knew what she was doing. She might have made damn $10,000 that day. I'm not ashamed to say I bought a peach cobbler just to know how it tasted. Okay, it wasn't for the damn body, but I bought it. I was intrigued. I was watching all the other guys go up to her, so I'm like, what am I missing out on? So I got me some food just to see how the food was. So not get it twisted. I ain't get sucked into the asshole. Wait a minute. The ass. I already said it. You know what I mean. The ass ain't get me to get the food. The storms of men acting like they never had food before made me curious what the food even tasted like. It was decent. But shit, we gonna sit up here and ball out because the girl got a big ass? Shit. Let me open up a lemonade stand and just have some thick ass woman off my street twerking on the damn table. Guarantee you I sell out in damn less than 2 hours. It's crazy. Sex sells. Sex sells, and sadly, sex sells to men much quicker than it will to women. Because at the end of the day, how are strippers making their money? As much as men like to shit on that profession, men are the reason why it still exists. If men weren't at the strip clubs, at the straight strip clubs, then it would go out of business. If men just woke up and said, oh, there's porn out there, let me jack off of that, instead of watching this live woman that I'm not allowed to touch get on top of me and grind on me and do all this craziness. It's like, yeah, okay. Cool. I don't know. There's something about that. I've never been to a strip club. I've been to one when I was a kid, but it was closed. My dad took me there. I've never been to a strip club though. I don't have an interest in going. If that makes me lame, then I will happily be lame. I don't have, it's like, what am I, like I get a strip tease from, the woman I'm with. Like, it's ridiculous to me. I'm already spending money on her. Shit, the least she can do is take them panties off and shake that ass for me. And if that sounds misogynistic, then guess what? That is gotta be one of the most hypocritical things ever. Because again, the whole point of this conversation is you need to get spoiled because you're doing the bare minimum in life. Not just in a relationship, but in life. You're doing what every adult should be doing, so you feel you need to be rewarded. And yet, I'm the criminal if I say that I deserve a damn lap dance because I'm actually paying in the relationship and doing good things with my woman. Huh. That's funny. That's funny to me. Yeah, let's just be very honest, okay? Gold digging is going to increase. It's going to accelerate. Everyone's forced to have money quick out here because inflation is going to get much worse. Soon an apartment is going to be $10,000 down and $3,000 a month, Like, is that crazy? But with that being said, there's a lot of people out here making lots more money, which means there are a lot of people that aren't making any money around to capitalize. They're looking for that sucker that they can rope in with some good sex appeal and go. And again, I want to say this quick. I apologize for simply using women as an example. Because this works both ways, okay? I do want to apologize. I understand that this isn't just a woman thing. I will say admittedly, though, that this is a bigger woman problem than it is a male problem. I will say that much. I will apologize for making it seem like women are the worst thing on the planet by constantly using them as an example, because men do this too. But I will wholeheartedly admit with my whole chest that women are the faces of gold digging, and I stand on that 1,000%. It's sad too because the internet truly exasperates the like that belief, that stigma that women are just around just for that. There are tons of channels dedicated to exposing gold diggers on YouTube, and while a lot of those videos might be fake, because I mean, like, really, like, you so happen to be finding these gold diggers in this one state, this one city. Oh yeah, literally all these women are gold diggers. It's like you find a gold digger every day, every single day. I find that very, very hard to believe, okay? That's like catfish still going on. There's no fucking way people are still being catfished in today's climate. Absolutely no way. Hell, if I look at a picture that I feel like is too good to be true, I'm not even continuing the conversation. Damn, she's a 10 out of 10. Shit. She don't want me. She don't want me. Shit, she want a damn athlete with a fucking Hellcat, and yeah, I'm not gonna generalize, but yeah, no. There's FaceTime out here. Oh, I don't like to FaceTime. Oh, then I don't like to talk to you. You know, no. I'm not about to get tricked. You know, there was this one time where a damn transsexual almost got me, and I say transsexual because I don't want to use terms like tranny or she-male or whatever. You know, I'll say transsexual. This is transsexual woman that tried to trick me. Used this picture that was not her at all. I asked to FaceTime, and she was talking about some no. Got on the phone. I put a voice to it. I'm like, yeah, okay. Your name isn't Jessica. It's really like Johnny or something, right? I wasn't rude. I was just like, just be honest. You aren't who you say you are, right? And I got the truth, and we went our separate ways. We were friends for a minute after that, actually. And when I say a minute, I mean literally like maybe a week. And then that fell flat because, you know, she didn't want to, resume being friends because she had feelings for me. And I, being straight, could not reciprocate said feelings because, again, I'm straight. So that's how that went. Yeah, and that's a whole conversation in itself. That whole tricking thing, and you know, if guys go too far for beating the shit out of those women. Yeah, we'll leave it at that though. I'll talk about that at a later note. It's getting more and more difficult to find out who the snakes are in the grass. It's getting much harder to find out who actually has these good intentions and stuff. And you have to, put your finger on it throughout the relationship and truly see if this person is in it for the long haul. And you'll know. Trust me. Here's one of the golden ways to find out if you're with a gold digger. All of a sudden, one time, just don't have money. Be too busy to go out on these places and all this stuff. I'm not saying lack communication. I'm saying all of a sudden you can't go to these spots that y'all are always going to fund it through money. Fun through money is a quick way to find out someone's true intentions. If someone doesn't know how to have fun for free or have fun at low expenses, yeah, you're with somebody that is milking your ass dry. Milking you dry without even having experience to milk you dry. They just are milking the shit out of you, and it's uncomfortable milking. This is a very rated R episode. I'm certain of it. I might have to child restrict this one. I can't even lie to you. This might have to be an adult only thing. But yeah, no, it's nah. No. That's a no. That's a definite no. Okay? We've reached a state now where you have to figure this out. Maybe in the early, I say the key way or the best way of knowing that you're with a gold digger, I say sometimes you might have to waste a good 2 months. Good 2 months, maybe a month. If you're real good, it takes a month. But 2 months just for security. 1 month you might be tripping. The second month, if you're seeing a continued pattern, you gotta cut your losses. The sad part is a lot of people stay in these situations because the person that they're spending all this money on, usually the gold digger, is fine. When we're talking about a woman, she's fine and you can't pass it up because, if they are putting pussy on the table, it usually is real good pussy. You can't be a gold digger if you can't truly sell the point that you're there. So you gotta have some good head at least. But yeah. No, man. Every time I talk about these things, I just remember these stories I have of my old experiences with it. Nah. One of these days, one of these podcast episodes is just gonna be stories. Just stories. Just a episode full of stories. I would love that too. Because I love to tell my personal experiences to y'all, and hopefully I could get a little laugh out of it and brighten your day. But yeah, 1 month, 2 months to figure it out. And it's sad that we even need to be in situations where we need to figure out if this person is good for us. We make these connections, and now we have to play doctor, detective. We gotta play detective. I don't know why I said doctor. I almost said Doctor Strange. He's not a detective to my knowledge. We gotta turn into Batman and shit in the middle of a relationship and see if self-sabotage some people do. Because sometimes there's good intentions and all that stuff, and they wind up ruining a good thing because you didn't trust me, so I'm leaving. And then other times, sometimes do get it right. Dude or girl get it right, you know what I'm saying? And then there's those sadder cases, man, where you just don't know, and now you have to sit in a realm of uncertainty, and now you have to basically force yourself to trust this person. And the even sadder aspect of that is sometimes when you trust them with your whole heart, they still betray your trust and still break off earning more or getting more out of the relationship than you did. Disappointing. It's absolutely disappointing. And when you combine that with marriage, it is the absolute worst thing in the world. Like I said before, marriage is a very wholesome feeling. It's a wholesome, experience. And to have that ruined by somebody that not only didn't care from the jump, but, basically tore a piece of your life away that truly, truly mattered, that truly, truly stuck out to you. Because I don't care what's going on. When a man gets married, shit, that becomes a top 5 moment in his life. When a woman gets married, it becomes a top 5 moment in her life. Yeah, it's that big a deal. And sadly, one of those even bigger deals is when you get cheated on, or a gold digger basically saps you for all what you're worth and then leaves. It's absolutely disappointing. It's disappointing. And honestly, let's stop listening to celebrities. You got these celebrities talking about some, you got city girls saying stuff like, broke boys stay over there. The rich niggas come over here. You got Cardi B saying broke boys don't deserve no pussy. No, it's just like the social media era will always push for ignorance. Broke boys don't deserve no kids. Broke boys don't deserve no pussy. I tell you what, they the ones getting the most of it. It's a shame. It truly is a shame out here to even have to, have preventative caution towards this kind of thing. It's your damn wife and or husband. And you have to sit there and look at them all the time through a magnifying glass to see if they're, who they say they are. It's pathetic, man. It truly is pathetic. So at the end of the day, watch who you're with and truly, gauge the person, okay? It may take a while, but when you're truly comfortable, you're truly comfortable. There are some sad cases out there, and there's some that aren't. But with that being said, man, I think I've talked about this enough, which would conclude today's episode. I want to thank y'all all for coming. I want to thank y'all all for listening. I'm pretty sure there's some parts of this where y'all going look at me funny, but hey, like I've been saying before, we are unscripted, uncut, unfiltered, and more importantly, baby, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful ladies, handsome kings, we are unbiased. So go on ahead and have y'all a nice night, have y'all a nice morning, nice evening, whatever time you're listening to this. And until next time, I will check y'all out later. Peace out.